Check, check, check. Microphone check. Who we got in here? Yes, the Thai FLTV quarter flooding in already, man. It's good to see. Shout out to the viewers, man. Yeah. Right, talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I get these on the screen. And then we'll have a nice little chat about wait a minute. I'm gonna get these comments on the screen, innit? So you have to bear with me. Right, that should be it now. That should be it. Ready to go? Ready to go. Let me see if that's on the screen. There's a bit of a delay here, you know, so. Yes. Smoking that like Jay out of In Between Us, yeah. Come on, man. Did you just watch that Anthony Yarde fight? It was quite good, wasn't it? He did alright, you know, Anthony Yarde. He did okay, you know, to say he didn't really have a amateur boxing background. I think he did okay. It was quite entertaining, man. I think one of the commentators said, you know, it took Frank Bruno about 4 attempts, you know, before he made it, so. I don't want to talk about Frank Bruno, man. Just want to chill out, have a nice little chat, a little catch up. What were you up to in Clapton, Ty? I was fucked up, you know. My plan was to go to London, yeah. Anthony Yarde was fighting in Wembley against Beterbiev. Yeah, my plan was to go there, record a load of videos, get on a few other channels like Boxing King Media. But I kind of fucked up, you know. You know, KSI, he changed out a gym called Sharp Fighters or Shoot Fighters. And I went to the gym in Wembley. There's a Shoot Fighters gym here. But it wasn't the one that KSI goes to. It was like fucking in the middle of nowhere. It was dead. I wanted to get like a workout video going on. You know, and get my advisor Al Ayman, who works for Seconds Out, to record it. But it was fucking fuck up, to be honest. Yes, Crash Bandicoot. Thanks for the super chat, yeah? Yes, Time. Being safe as always. Yeah, man. Good to see you back in here, mate. But yeah, them commentators, you know, at the Yarde Beterbiev fight. They were like trying to say, oh, Yarde, he was ahead on points. He was ahead on points. But so what? So was Chris Eubank Jr. the other day. Oh, that went down the wrong hole, man. Sorry about that. I need to compose myself, man. Yo, chill. Trying to drink, I'm trying to talk at the same time, and it went down. Oh, fuck, you know, chill. No pressure. Anthony Yarde's got a bigger chopper than you. Come on, man. He's got a nice bank balance. You don't have to get in fucked up like that again. But yeah, my point was, yeah, Eubank Jr. was ahead on points. You know what I mean? Against Liam Smith, but we've seen how that happened, how that unfolded. So it don't matter. I was ahead against Eubank, wasn't I? Would you say I was ahead? You know, my fight with Eubank. And then look how I fucking ended up, man. So yeah. Well, what's going on, man? You still filming that prostitute documentary time? Yeah, I did like a little Instagram video of me in a prostitute area, walking around looking for a prostitute to interview. And I said I was doing a documentary. It wasn't going to be a documentary. I was trying to exaggerate. Yeah. I was just going to do a YouTube live stream, interviewing a prostitute. But there was none about. There was no whores about. But there was a load of condoms, on the floor. And I kept fucking stepping on like used condoms, with jizz in them. Fucking. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to get rid of my shoes. Buy some more. Because like, if I step on jizz, and then walk into this house with my shoes on and just, it's not good, is it? But yeah, I tried to get a little hooker on there live, but there was none about, so it was a bit of a flop, like my trip to London. I got back last night, and it was just a flop, man. But we continue. Thoughts on Kel being caught sniffing a fat line? Yeah, Kel Brook's trying to chase that buzz of beating fucking the Skype wanker. You know what I mean? Kel watching a good film or having a little alcoholic beverage or taking his kids to the park. It's not going to give him the same buzz, as beating the Skype wanker in front of all those people and getting that adulation and stuff like that. So he's trying to get that buzz back, but it's dangerous, man. Kel's getting older now. He's probably been on the booze and stuff like that. He's saying he's been on the sniff, so it's not going to end well, is it, for Kel? Kel Brook's all over the news regarding Coke Party film. Is that true? Let me just have a quick look on Google. Because I know how you lot like to tell lies to try and sound interesting. Somebody said R.I.P. Joe Rogan again for the fucking 100th time. In his life. Oh, fuck look at this. Former world boxing champion Kel Brook films snorting line. Kel Brook films snorting white powder. Right, let's have a look at that. Oh, fucking hell. You see how they tried to use that fucking... You see how they tried to use that photo of him, with his finger like near his nose like that. Kel's trying to get that buzz again, isn't he? Kel Brook films snorting white powder through roll-up as manager claims it was a joke. Former world champion Kel Brook has courted controversy after the boxing star was filmed snorting a line of white powder off a table at a party in his Sheffield home. Let's have a look at that video. Where is it? Where are we at? They say that's why his eye socket kept getting smashed up. Because like when you do that, it has an effect, man. That's why some boxing trainers, when the boxer goes back to the corner and he's got a bloody nose, they say like, don't fucking blow your nose, man. Don't blow your nose, because it will swell up your eyes and might be interlinked. Tying your cousin's OnlyFans is pretty decent. Her posse is banging. Baggy. What do you mean? You just contradicted yourself. You said tying your cousin's OnlyFans is pretty decent. Her posse is baggy. How is that good though, a baggy posse? What do you mean? How is that good? Like, the tight pussies are the ones. That's why women who have had loads of kids, they're not as desirable, are they? But yeah, my 40-year-old cousin, who's black, has just set up her OnlyFans, and I was fucking disgusted. You know, when I read that Facebook status of hers trying to promote that, that's the problem with women now, isn't it? So I had a little go at her, you know, on Facebook, and all these stupid women who are friends of hers are trying to like have a go at me, trying to diss me. You know, because I said, listen, you're 40, you got a fucking daughter here. What are you doing? You know, it's like Hall Phelps, isn't it? And all her little mates are like having a go at me, saying, oh, well, what? So what? She's making money. Yeah, let her do her thing. She's a boss babe. Yeah, Cardi B, Kim Kardashian. Yeah, that's who these stupid women look up to now, isn't it? So a lot of stupid women are trying to have a go at me, innit? But when these women are like 50 years old and they're like rejects, they're leftovers, they can't find a man of value because they've hauled themselves out on OnlyFans and they have to buy a load of cats and dogs, you know, for company. You know, it's not going to end well for them, is it? Because a man of value is not going to get with a woman who's a fucking OnlyFans slag. But I said to her, like, you fucked up. You're 40 years old, yeah? When you was in your prime, when you was like 20 years old, you fucking failed to find a man of value. You know, when you was in your prime, when you was 20 years old. You could have locked down a high value rich man, you know, like Andrew Tate. But they didn't want to do it, you know what I mean? They wanted to fucking... Well, these women are stupid, man. Fuck her anyway. She didn't have a positive male role model, you know, in her life. You know, her dad, he's on benefits. And the last time I seen him, he was like kicking an empty can of Coke around the streets of Nottingham. And I was following him, you know, for about an hour. Just watching him, like, walking around like a dosser. But if she had a dad like Andrew Tate, or even like me, you know, we would have steered her away, you know, from like OnlyFans and stuff like that, so... It's good to have a masculine father figure, you know, in the house. Because my cousin, who's on OnlyFans, who's 40, she's had a kid in it with some low-life man. She's a single mum now, but... You know, if she had a dad who would have vetted him. Say if I was her dad, I would have said, this guy, he's in and out of jobs. He's got 3 baby mamas already. Yeah. He's got a criminal record. He's a fat bastard. He's broke. So he's not suitable for my daughter. That's what I would have said, but she didn't really have that kind of positive role model, you know, male figure in her life. Yes, Peter. If you had to make a fight card for boxers versus serial killers, who are you matchmaking with who? Would it be pay-per-view? I don't know, because the serial killers that I like the Yorkshire Ripper, he targeted women. So he was a bit weak, you know what I mean? Women are quite easy to fucking murder, aren't they? Harold Shipman went for like elderly women who are really fragile. Ted Bundy, he went for a load of women as well. So it's like they always go for like posses. Fred and Rose West, they killed their kids. So they always target like little posses, don't they? They never target like a 6'2" man like me who can fight. So yeah, I'd say like even Jeffrey Dahmer, he went for like little gay men, little zesty men who are little sensitive little pussies. Did you see that Jeffrey Dahmer series where that little black gay man was dancing with his top off? Jeffrey Dahmer had a knife and he was telling this little zesty black man to fucking dance. And the little black man didn't put up any kind of fight. What are you saying? I did a live about a week ago, yeah, and it's not good enough at all, is it? You know, Andrew Tate, if me and him are mates, he'd say to me, do a live every day. Come on, every day, there's 7 days in a week. Like, why are you going live like once a week? What are you doing? He'd say that to me, wouldn't he? Andrew Tate. So would David Hoggins. Do you know him? He's like a fucking fitness fanatic, David Hoggins. But yeah, it's good to be back, man. That big forehead glistening in the light, yeah. Ty and Booth is just a pound shop Andrew Tate. That's a compliment, man. Any kind of similarities to that guy is a fucking compliment. I know you're trying to diss me, but you know, you're being stupid, man. You're not being fucking serious, man. I'd like to be a 1% version of Andrew Tate or pound shop. Base boxing basement in the building. Fred Westwood murder Helen Flanagan. Oh? Fred Westwood murder Helen Flanagan. Rosie Webster. It's tempting. Bought a woman back here the other day, you know. She was like really, really mentally deranged. She was fucked, let me tell you. I seen her in town on her own, you know, talking to herself, drinking. And I thought, you know what, she's a target. Because men want it as easy as possible, don't they? So, you know, if a woman's a bit mentally deranged, you know what I mean? You don't have to go through that whole thing of taking her to fucking Nando's and chatting her up and trying to be interesting and being tall and having game and whatever. When they're mentally deranged, they're a bit easier. So I brought this woman back here who was mentally deranged, yeah, and as soon as we got back here, she was sat here and she just started crying her eyes out. You know, for about half an hour. And I sat over there and I thought, I can't be doing with this shit. So I like got in bed, yeah. And I was just laying there like waiting for her to stop crying. But she was crying for about half an hour, man. She was like put up for adoption, you know, when she was a kid. So she's got a load of mental problems. She's got a lot of trauma. And you know, when I was in bed, laying on the bed, waiting for her to stop crying, I was hoping she would come into the bedroom, you know, for sexual reasons. But when I was laying on the bed, I could hear her crying. And then she stopped crying after about half an hour. And she started smashing up this living room, man. She like threw my laptop on the floor. She like pushed my TV back. You know, this laptop here, it's on a table with 4 legs. And she took one of the legs off. So there was only 3 legs, you know, on the table. And then she like tried to leave the house. Yeah, she tried to leave, but I locked the door, innit? I always lock the door when women come round here, you know, in case they try and steal something. I always lock the door when women come round here now, because a few women have been round here and have tried to steal. So this fucking woman here who was crying, eventually she like got up and started to leave after she smashed up this living room. But I hid this camera. I hid it. And I hid... what else did I hide? I just hid a load of valuable stuff. But she like stole, you know, some alcohol out of my fridge. Can you see that? You see that kind of cider? She tried to like steal 4 cans out of my fucking fridge, man. And you know my teddy bear as well. She tried to steal that, man. And I was thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this fucking woman, man? But that's what happens when you bring women around that are mentally fucked up. They might be easier to bang, but they've got a load of issues, man. So when she tried to leave, the door was locked so she couldn't get out. And I like searched her and I took my alcohol back. She tried to steal some magnums as well. You know, my cigarettes and my vape. So I like searched her and she was like crying, saying I haven't got anything, and I fucking took all the shit out of her pockets. I told her to take her coat off, you know, so I could search her. So she took her coat off, I searched her pockets. She had like a hoodie on and I said, lift your hoodie up. She was like crying in it, but she like lifted her top up, you know, so I could see her bra. And then I said, pull your fucking bra down. I want to make sure you haven't stole my USB stick and hid it in your bra. And she said, no, I'm not fucking lifting my bra up, you know, it's a violation. And I was going to search her bra, but I thought, that might be criminal, man. I don't want to cross that line, you know what I mean? But you know my 40-year-old cousin who's a single mom who was black. You know when she says she's going on OnlyFans, it kind of gave me a little idea, you know, to collab with her. What do you think of that? I was thinking about asking her, you know, to collab on an OnlyFans video. You know, me and my cousin. Even though she's black and I'm not into black women, I could take a little Viagra, you know, to... But I don't know if incest is illegal. I don't know. Let me have a look on Google. Let me just have a quick look. Is incest illegal? Even if both parties consent, incest is a criminal offence. Shit. If the person is over the age of 13, the maximum sentence that can be given is 7 years. Nah, that's fucked up, man. Why can't you fuck your own cousin? You know what I mean? Someone says, tell that to the royals. That's what I mean. Come on, man. It's like one rule for them, another for the fucking scum. You know that Prince Andrew, he managed to like... He managed to get away with it, didn't he? But yeah, if it wasn't illegal, I'd probably bang her. You know, if the bag was right. I'd probably go ahead with it, because it's like... I've been wanting to get involved, you know, in that scene. The OnlyFans scene. But you know Andrew Tate, yeah, I like him, but he's a bit of a hypocrite, isn't he? Because he talks about how men shouldn't watch porn because it makes you weak, you know, it makes you like a simp. You know what I mean? Desperate. Fucking inadequate. You need to go out there and learn how to talk to women, learn how to develop game. But he ran a webcam business, Andrew Tate. That's how he kind of made all those millions. So he's a bit contradictory, isn't he, Andrew Tate? What do you think? But yeah, my 40-year-old cousin, who started OnlyFans, she's really triggered. You know, because I had a go at her, and all her little silly mates are fucking praising her for doing it. Like, yeah, you're a boss bitch. Yeah, Kim Kardashian. You know, that's who they look up to, don't they? These stupid women today. So they're praising her, you know what I mean? It's like my 13-year-old cousin who's pregnant. She's got a big stomach. I've seen her photos on Facebook, and all her little stupid mates are like saying, well done, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, yeah. You're going to be a mum, I'm so proud, congratulations. It's just a clown world, isn't it? It's a fucking clown world, man. Yes, shout out to Matthew. Thanks for the £20, yeah? Get a brass round to spice up the live. Right. I've been on a dating app, yeah? I've been talking to a woman. I said I'll give her £100 to come round. And I said to her, are you okay being on camera? And she said yes. So... Alright, let me show you the woman, yeah? That's her there, innit, at the top, Amelia. So let me go back to the conversation. So basically, yeah, let me just click on this woman here. So you know this woman here, yeah, she's from Sheffield, isn't it? She's about 20 minutes away, and she's got in her bio, ready to collect pounds. So you know when I seen that, yeah, I thought, alright then, I'm going to send her a message. So I sent her a little message, you know, trying to get her on the live. And I said, in fact, you know what, I don't want to show you the message because it's got my address on there. Just give me one sec, yeah. I'll give her my postcode as well, yeah. So fortunate I just remembered that. I'll try and show you the rest. No, don't show that. Basically, I said to her, I need a woman assistant for my YouTube live stream. How much for 1 hour? And she said £100. And I said, okay. Are you okay being on camera, yeah? Because I need their permission, innit? And she said, yeah. So I said, can you get to such and such address in the evening sometime this week? And she said, what's the video about? What shall I say, chat? What shall I say? What shall I say to her here? It's just a YouTube live stream. Non-sexual. I just need a woman to... sex up the live a bit. And ask you a few questions. Nah, you know, if I put to sex up the live a bit, she might think I'm gonna ask her to strip. That's a bit too much, innit? I just need a woman to sex up the live a bit and ask you a few questions. No, I don't think that's the right thing to say, man. I just need a woman to ask a few questions. I just need a woman to ask a few questions about what it's like being on a dating app. Perfect. Perfect. I just need a woman to talk to about what it's like being It's just a YouTube live stream, non-sexual. I just need a woman to talk to about what it's like being a woman on a dating app. Perfect. Send. See that woman there? I banged her. She's a reject, you know, that I ran through recently. Well, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. You know, John Fury, he was trying to like diss, you know, KSI's little prime drink. Did you watch it? I was watching the video today. So have a little listen to this, see what we think of this. You know, that fucking John Fury. Listen to this.
Posted on social media. Recent clip posted on social media. Father of Tyson and Tommy Fury, John, can be seen taste testing KSI and Logan Paul's Prime hydration drink. And I think it's fair to say he wasn't a very big fan.
Yeah, well, this is what the big craze is all about, Prime. So I'm going to taste it, me, John Fury, and compare it to my son's Furosity. So let's here we go. Let's just see. Smells shocking. Disgusting. Wouldn't even put that in my mouth. I'm sorry, but that is grotesque. That ain't worth. You couldn't pay me a fiver to drink that. Forget that. Good God, that was horrible. Can we move on from that? That was rubbish. What was that? Cat in a bottle. It was a cross between cat piss, dog and camel. Cool. Don't know what they're even over that about, but anyway, I tried it. I said I would, so let's move on. Furiosity's the one you want, not that. At least it tastes right and there's more in it.
Make sure to let us know down below in the comments section your honest review on Prime Hydration, and also let us know what your favourite flavour is.
Look.
Honest review on Prime Hydration, and also let us know.
London Shoot Fighters. I thought that was KSI's gym that I went to, you know, in Wembley, you know, where he trains, and Cesaro trains there as well, but it's not the same gym. The gym was shit. It was dead, man. There's another one near Canary Wharf. That's the one I need to go to next time I go to London. Because that's like I think that's like a proper gym. You know what I mean? But you know this fucking John Fury saying all this.
Smells shocking.
He's exaggerating.
Wouldn't even put that in my mouth. I'm sorry, but that is...
He didn't even swallow it, did he?
Smells shocking.
Look.
Disgusting. Wouldn't even put that in my mouth. I'm sorry, but that is grotesque. That ain't worth... You couldn't pay me a fiver to drink that. Forget that. Good God, that was horrible. Can we move on from that? That was rubbish. What was that cat in a bottle? It was a cross between cat piss, dog and camel. Cool. Don't know what they're even over that about, but anyway, I tried it, I said I would, so let's move on. Furiosity's the one you want, not that.
So that's what he's saying, yeah. Basically, he's trying to promote his son Tyson Fury's little Furiosity drink, you know, saying that Prime is fucking disgusting. But end of the day, like, Prime is selling for like hundreds and hundreds of pounds. You know, that little Tyson Fury drink, Furiosity, it's on sale, you know, in Iceland. They're selling it in the fucking pound shop. Yeah? So it's... What's that Mayweather used to say? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Prime is selling for hundreds of pounds in Wakefield. A little Muslim is selling it for hundreds of pounds. But this fucking Furiosity shit is selling for like £1, you know, in the pound shop. So don't listen to this guy, man. This guy knows his son's gonna get fucked up by fucking Jake Paul. You know, this guy is a con artist, man. He's a fucking con artist, man.
At least it...
Remember when he was pretending to climb out the ring to get to Jake Paul, you know, because he knew he was being held back. You know what I mean? That's what Anthony Joshua did as well. You know, when he got fucked up by Usyk. Joshua was acting silly, man. Can't really play this, you know, because my videos keep getting taken down, you know, for copyright. So I need to like be safe and just not fucking put up these ones, you know, the main ones. It's a bit... You see that guy Joshua, yeah, he's fighting that Jermaine Franklin in here, you know, who Dillian beat. What do you think of that? I think it's... I don't know why Joshua's boxing. What's he might be trying to grab a bit of easy money. I don't think that fight will be easy against Jermaine Franklin. He did well against Dillian. Do you know what I mean? But I don't see what Joshua's motivation is. Because he's not going to beat Tyson, is he? He's been fucked up by Usyk already. So he's never going to be the man like Lennox Lewis. So what's the drive then? Just to steal a few quid. He may as well pack it in, man. You got enough money. I think that Jermaine Franklin beats him as well. He's technically good, man. You know, when he boxed Dillian, he looked quite good, but Dillian was practicing that, you know, that little cross guard defense. Because he's susceptible to uppercuts, isn't he, Dillian? So I think his trainer, Buddy McGirt, or whoever was training him, was telling him to do that. You know, to try and block the uppercut. So I think Dillian was like practicing a few little defense moves. He needs to watch James Toney. You know, James Toney back in the day, he's like one of my favourite fighters. He used to like fucking do that, you know, with his shoulder.
So if Dylan White fight gets top, he's a good fighter.
He beat you.
Blowjob signals.
Yeah, by a lucky punch. By a punch that was sent by the gods. Fighter.
How good Ruiz's skill set.
A lucky punch from the gods.
Were you surprised at how good Ruiz's skill set was?
He ain't that skillful.
He's triggered.
He's a good fighter.
He beat you?
Yeah, by a lucky punch. By a punch that was sent by the gods.
What does that mean, man? What the fuck are you on about?
Never a change in mentality. You know the saying.
You see AKA Skins with that man bun. That's like that YB bitch. That YB, he's got no fucking originality at all, has he?
Stay hungry, stay humble. I'm hungry, I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. It's all about unity. Look at all the people in this place from different backgrounds, different places, and we all come together for the love of sport. So make sure that this positive energy, don't just leave, don't stay in the arena. Make sure you take it out of the arena, have a good time this evening. Unity, man, there's power in the people. God bless. Last one.
Black power, that's what he means.
We have a rule when it comes to, like, my brother and my cousin do property, and they have a rule where they have to, it's price, quality versus time. There's like a like a triangle rule. So price versus quality versus time. You want to pay cheap, you get shit quality, but it might be done quick. Do you know what I'm saying? You want it done quick, you might have to pay more, but the quality might not be as good. So like, there's always like a three-way rule. So for me, it's like, yeah, that step aside thing, it may not go with what I stand for in terms of, does it bring me the respect? It doesn't go with me fighting the best at that time in my career. I might fight them next, but it may make the smart, it may make sense for business.
Morning, chilling out on Soccer AM, woke up feeling fresh, rest day, amen. Got a couple bars, let me spray them. Hold tight the man them, back in the AM. I don't know what to say, I just don't play. Got the goals in the back, gonna hit it anyway. Champions League, Championship, Premier League, League 1, League 2. All I know is I'm gonna kick the ball from the penalty spot and you're gonna see it go through.
This was the worst.
The likes of Lennox Lewis came back from massive losses.
Lennox
twice.
is a clown. I don't respect Lennox.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Lennox, man. Lennox. Fucking Lennox, man. Lennox. Big fan of Lennox. People say I'm racist, towards blacks, but big fan of Lennox. Mayweather. James Toney, doing all that. Do you not know about fucking James Toney or what? Well, yeah, this guy's a clown, man. The guy's a monk. He's gonna get beat by Jermaine Franklin. I want to know if Lennox would have beat Tyson Fury. What do you think? I think he would, man. I think he's, I don't know, if John McDermott can beat Tyson, I think Lennox would have fucking messed up Tyson, man. He went like that against Hasim Rahman. He blinded him with the left hook, yeah. And then he threw the right like that. Brendan Ingle, we used to get us doing this combination on the bags, yeah, where we like throw a little feint jab, yeah? Feint jab, right, double left hook. Used to get us doing that like over and over, feint, so they think they're going to get jabbed. And then they react, and then you throw the right, double left hook. I used to do it in my prime, and it used to work. Brendan, yeah, he'd be going fucking mental right now. If he could look down, he'd be turning in his fucking grave, man. If he could see like the success of that other gym in Sheffield, that I've got Dalton Smith, Sonny Edwards, Junaid Boston, Brendan would be going fucking mental, man. Because he was like territorial, really competitive. You know what I mean? He used to have a guy, Dave Caldwell, and Dave Caldwell started training fighters. Brendan used to say, who's he trained? Who's he produced? Like, what's he done? You know what I mean? Same with Ryan Rhodes. When he started training fighters, Brendan was like, what's he done? Who's he trained? Who's he produced? You know what I mean? He used to hate like potential competition. But these guys, they're not competition, man. Brendan used to like Angelo Dundee, Costamato. Those old school legends of boxing. As trainers. Those kind of trainers have died out, man. Did you watch that interview the other day of Coogan and fucking Nick Blackwell? Let me just show you this video a minute. It was really interesting, man. Fucking. Coogan was acting snidey again. Listen to this a little bit.
Here for Beterbiev and Yarde. I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Nick
This guy
Blackwell.
added me on Facebook
Thanks,
the other
mate.
day.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's nice to be part of this, be up there and watching the workout. It's going to be a great fight. I cannot wait for it. It'll be a great fight. Loads of people think one's going to win, the other one thinks the other's going to win. It's going to be a great fight. I look forward to it.
I see you kind of randomly, I see you, Nick, at different boxing events, but you're a boxing fan. You love boxing, so you like coming to these things.
I love being part of it. Boxing was my life, and my amazing fiance Lisa Baker brings me up here, and she takes me up to still be part of it. And it's nice that everyone's come together and keep me welcome. You know what I mean? It's nice to be part of it.
Hold on a minute. Let me make sure I've shown you this screen. Can you not see this screen? Yeah.
I'm pretty certain you're welcome everywhere here. Nick, yeah, just coming back to this fight, it's going to be a difficult fight for Anthony Yarde.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult fight, but a lot of people I see online said Anthony Yarde can win it, and Artur Beterbiev, is that his name, Beterbiev?
Beterbiev or Beterbiev, we're not sure, we'll find out, but yeah, it's one of
Let's
those.
say
You know that question, yeah, what's his name? Beterbiev, like, I don't know, they did the same with Andrade, you know, when it was like, oh, is it Andrade, is it Andrade, what is it? Is it Andrade or is it Andrade? We don't know which one it is. Is it Andrade or is it Andrade? Why don't you just fucking ask the guy what his name is? It's not that fucking hard, is it? Why don't you just say to the guy, what is your name? Is it Andrade or Andrade? I've been hearing this discussion over the years when I've been watching other boxing channels, and you know, it's like, just ask the guy what his name is, innit? And it's the same with Beterbiev.
He played for Man United, I think.
I say Beterbiev, but both of them got knockout power. I think whoever lands first, whoever comes on strong first, will be the victor. But it's gonna be a great fight. Everyone's gonna tune in and watch it. It's gonna be a great fight. It is a blooming 50-50 fight. Yeah, it is.
Any other fights coming up this year that you're looking forward to potentially, Nick?
Yeah, Coogan's talking like that.
Great fight. It is a blooming 50-50 fight. Yeah, it is.
Any other fights coming up this year that you're looking forward to potentially, Nick?
Coogan's talking to him like he's a kid, man. You know, with that high-pitched voice. That's how you talk to kids, innit? You're like, oh, did you have a good time at the park today? Did you have a good time at school, yeah? Did you have a nice time? You know, he's talking to him like he's a fucking kid, man. You know, because he's suffered brain injuries. Coogan's trying to patronise him with that little high-pitched voice. Did you lot clock that when you watched this interview before? He's trying to patronise him like he's a little kid. Like, you alright? Yeah, what do you think?
I say Beterbiev, but both of them got knockout power. I think whoever lands first, whoever comes on strong first, will be the victor. But it's gonna be a great fight. Everyone's gonna tune in and watch it. It's gonna be a great fight. It is a blooming 50-50 fight. Yeah, it is.
Any other fights coming up this year that you're looking forward to potentially, Nick?
Yo, this guy's too much, man. This guy's talking to him like he's fucking retarded, man. I know he had a brain injury in his fight with Eubank, but Coogan's trying to patronise him. I noticed that when I listened to the interview earlier on. He's trying to use a little high-pitched voice, you know, that you... Coogan's treating him like a monk. That's what someone said in the chat, and it's true. And you alright? Yeah, you had a good day today? Yeah, how's your brain injury? Is it alright? Come on, man. Show some fucking respect, man. Fucking Coogan. having a good time here, you know. Should have gone live a bit early, but I wanted to watch that Yarde Beterbiev fight. You know, in peace. Because it's like, you know, Eubank when he got fucked up by Liam Smith. I think that what's her name, Holly Willoughby, she was in the crowd, innit? And I seen her, she was like looking down, you know, when Eubank got fucked up with that uppercut. And she missed it, but I don't know what she's doing there anyway. What are you up to anyway? What's going on, man? Saturday night. 20 to 1. It's too late, man. Just go live. Oh, I don't mind. Thanks for the super chats, yeah? I don't want to sound like a fucking bitch, yeah, but I get a bit excited, you know, when the super chats pop up on the screen. Man like Jones delivering £2. Eubank almost gave you brain damage in your fight, you fucking mug. When's the little sort coming round to give us something to look at? I've just messaged her, man. You just see me messaging her, innit? So if she replies, we'll get around here. Trying to keep this a bit clean, you know. YouTube keep deleting the fucking lies, man. You know, because of copyright, but I've been alright today so far. Who's the hardest puncher you faced? That's a good question, you know. You know, today I was listening to a Seconds Out interview, and they interviewed Baby Ting. And the guy who did the interview is my advisor, Al Ayman, yeah. He works for Seconds Out, and he asked Baby Ting a bit of a silly question, you know. He said to Baby Ting, like, who do you think Dillian should fight? You know, which fight should he have next? You know, that's really comfortable for him. And Baby Ting was like, it's fucking heavyweight boxing. When a man's 18 stone punching you in the face, it doesn't matter who it is, it's not going to be comfortable, is it? That's what Baby Ting said to the interviewer who asked him that question. And it's kind of true, you know, because this guy just asked me the question about who's the hardest puncher I've been in with. The hardest puncher I've been in with, yeah, was this guy in Scotland called Grant something. I did a little 6-round exhibition with him. I got paid about 500 quid. And the guy smashed me in the face with a right hand. And it was such a hard punch. And this guy was like 12 stone. So, you know, if an 18 stone man punches Dillian in the face, it's not going to be fucking comfortable at all, is it? Nick has come a long way. I saw Nick a year ago after his brain injury and he was fucked. He looks 100 times better now. Yeah, he does. And I like it. I like the fact that he's functioning, but you're not going to see the effects until he gets to like 50 years old. Right now he's about 30. So as he gets older, that's when you'll see like the dementia creeping in. So yeah, it's good now, isn't it? But it's like in 10 years, 20 years, you'll see how he's looking then. But hopefully he's alright. He seems alright, man. Seems like a good guy, man. He added me on Facebook. He gave me a little follow on Instagram. So yeah, man. Shout out to Nick Blackwell. This is interesting. You can play the videos without the video showing, and or speed up or slow the speed of the video to bypass copyright. But you're saying that you can play the videos without the video showing. What's the fucking point of playing the video if you're not going to see it? I was advised to turn the sound off, but I forgot to do it in the last video, so I fucking left the sound on and I got done for copyright. So I think I played a little Jermaine Pennant video, you know, on Good Morning Britain. You know Jermaine Pennant, the former Premiership footballer, he was back on Good Morning Britain the other day, yeah. And he kind of disappointed me, man. I was a bit disappointed listening to him talking, because he was saying, oh, you know, I was drink driving and I crashed into a lamppost and I ran off, and, you know, I fucking this and that, I messed up with this and messed up with that, you know, and I've just recently been diagnosed with ADHD. So that explains why I fucked up a lot in life, you know what I mean? It's just excuses, isn't it? Just fucking be accountable, man, for your fuck-ups. Don't try and blame everything on ADHD and bipolar and all that. It's just cringe, innit? But that's what Jermaine was doing. You know, on Good Morning Britain, he was like saying, oh, I went bankrupt, you know, I married a fucking porn star and got divorced, and therefore I ended up getting made bankrupt, you know, and it's down to my ADHD. Just fucking take accountability for your fuck-ups, man. It's fucking irritating, man. Stupid, isn't it? Oh, I raped a woman because I've got bipolar. Imagine if I said that in court. Like, come on, man. It's like these stupid women who say, oh, I'm psycho. Yeah, I'm psycho. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm psycho. You know, they try and give themselves a little title, you know, to try and sound interesting. Like, oh, I'm psycho. Yeah, I'm a psycho bitch. I'm psycho. No, you're just a fucking attention-seeking whore. You know, trying to give yourself a little title. A few women have said that to me before, innit? I'm psycho, you know. I'm psycho. Like, shh. Jeffrey Dahmer. The Yorkshire Ripper. These guys are psychos. Ted Bundy. Harold Shipman. They're fucking psychos. You're not a psycho. Stop trying to give yourself a little fancy title to try and sound interesting. You're just an attention-seeking whore. You haven't fucking murdered anybody, yeah? You're not psycho. You're just trying to be intriguing. Like everybody, I'm psycho, you know? I'm psycho. You're fucking attention-seeking scumbag, man. Ty's definitely on the sniff tonight. I was in a pub the other day, Weatherspoons, and I went to the toilet for a piss, yeah. And there was like a little packet, you know, with like white powder in it. But it was like right next to the toilet. You know the cubicles that you got the toilet down there. I had a piss and then I seen a little white packet, yeah. And I thought, you know what? I'm a bit of a germaphobe, innit? I don't like touching door handles, you know, when I'm in a toilet, a public toilet, I get a bit of tissue, open the door. But you know this little packet of powder, it was right next to the fucking toilet and there was piss all on the floor, yeah. And I had to make a decision, man. And what I did was I fucking, oh, it's disgusting. I picked it up. And I put it under the tap, you know, to clean it up, to get rid of the piss. And like some water got into the packet, so the powder started to like become a bit liquefied. So it wasn't like sniffable kind of thing. So I like put it on my tongue. Yeah? I put it on my tongue. You know, to absorb it. And it was a good buzz, man. Did Smith elbow Eubank? I don't think he did. I've watched the fight a few times and he elbowed him, yeah, but so what if he did? That's not what knocked him out, is it? It was the uppercut. It was a beautiful shot. I don't like all this Eubank was weight drained bullshit. I'm not into it at all. It's just excuses, innit? Just fucking be accountable for your loss. Will you do a live sniff if I buy your packet? Yeah, man. Give me a little super chat and I'll fucking... I'm not begging for super chats, man. It's fucking desperate, isn't it? There's a lot of good comments. There's a lot of good fucking... This is Fireball, yeah. It's fucking up my throat. It burns. It burns my throat, man. But I like it. You know that fucking YB bitch? I was watching his live stream the other day, yeah. And I felt a bit sorry for him. Because he wasn't really getting super chats, you know what I mean? He made like £15, you know, in one of his lives. And I felt a bit sorry for him. Why did you switch to the vape? You know, weed, it fucks me up, you know. It messes me up too much, man. I just end up staring at the wall, you know, not speaking. So I just kind of cut back on it. I want to get back in the ring as well, so I don't want to fuck up my lungs too much. That's why I went to that shoot fighters gym, you know, in London. So I was hoping to bump into KSI. You know, try and befriend him. But I went to the wrong gym. And if you lose in the misfits, you won't live it down. Don't do it. I've got to take the risk, mate. I've got to fucking take the risk. I've got to do it. I've got to fucking do it, man. I don't know if I can go any lower than this. Big brother. Let's face it, Yarde isn't good enough to win world title fights, both end by KO. No, he didn't say that. He said, let's face it, Yarde isn't good enough to world title. Bro, you have to put a comma in there, man. You're fucking me up. I'm trying to get a flow going on here. It's too late. It's too late. It's not prime time. Pennant denied knowing you when Piers Morgan asked about you. Put my comment on the screen and I'll donate 25 quid. Go on then. Fucking. Yes, Tyne, I was in Wembley. I saw Coogan. I think Wembley's shit, man. I got on a bus from South London, Clapham, to Wembley, and it's just, Wembley's like a shithole, isn't it? You'd think Wembley's like good, you know, like the area Wembley. 80,000 at Wembley. You'd think that Wembley's good, man, but it's just like a shithole, man. You know, load of fucking scum. And I just thought, this area's not it, man. It's not a good area. Yes, YouTube premium account, £5 super chat. Yeah, you know Coogan, has he ever used his dangerous links to threaten your life? Nah, man, I'm safe. I'm alright, man. I had a car following me, telling me to pull up, saying, "Time, pull up, pull up, pull up now, pull up, pull up." So I pulled up and he just like parked behind me for about 10 minutes. I got out of the car and went up to his car and he like drove off, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on. How much did Anthony Yarde get paid for tonight against Beterbiev? I bet that's a nice payday, innit? A nice bag. I would have got fucked up by Beterbiev, you know. I was watching the fight and I was thinking, fuck, you know. You know, if I was in there with Beterbiev, I'm a bit hungry, you know. I'm a bit peckish. I'm about to end this shit live. I have to wrap it up early. I might get ads on this one because it hasn't been too murderous, too sexual, too copyrighted, too incestual, so kept it clean today deliberately. Might go to town, you know, see what rejects are about. How much do you make from the average live? It depends, innit? You know, if that Hex Toys pops up, he's quite generous. You lot are fucking tight bastards, man. They want to give me £1. Man's got hundreds of people watching this shit. Yeah, my fucking old cousin, 40-year-old fucking single mum on OnlyFans. I find it tragic, man. I set up TikTok, you know. I'm on TikTok now, but I'm not really impressed. I've been looking at some TikTok videos, you know, seeing what all the hype is about. It's just shit, man. It's just women dancing, you know, in their kitchen. You know, trying to get attention, just trying to go viral, doing all this stupid shit. You know what I mean? Trying to get the little fucking 2 minutes of fame. These little fucking women, you know, dancing in their kitchens like that. It's fucking stupid, man. I thought, why have I signed up to this shit here, man? It's fucking dead, man. It's not talent, is it? Doing all that in your kitchen, like fucking being stupid, man. But this is what the kids are entertained by these days. But you know, back in my day, I was entertained by Enter the Dragon. You know, good films like that. Real fucking entertainment. Tupac. Bruce Lee. The Office. Ricky Gervais, you know what I mean? But these stupid women, man, dancing like. But I'm on there, innit? Give me a little follow. I'm on Discord as well. Set up a little Discord. I've been working behind the scenes. I'll show you my Discord. Try and find my username. Alright, this is my username. This life's dead, you know. Discord. Lol, you'd pay a tenner to be a member of this. You need a hobby, bro. What are you on about? What the fuck's he on about? What's he talking about him? I set up a membership, you know, like, don't matter. R.I.P. Aaron Carter. He's the brother of that guy in Backstreet Boys. You know, he killed himself. He shot to fame at a young age, so he don't know who to trust. He's had a load of yes men around him. You know, since he was a kid, like that Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone. So now he's older, you don't know who's genuine and who's not. So you don't know who to trust. You know, women trying to get to him because he's a little boy band, whatever. I'm a bit hungry, man. I might have to fuck off. Brookside is making a comeback. Yep, I heard that. A lot of you have been sending me the article, so that's what you call content. Brookside, EastEnders, Enter the Dragon, Boys in the Hood, Home Alone. Not these stupid women dancing in their kitchens on TikTok. Yeah, I'm bored, man. I'm bored out my fucking brains, man. Have another cigarette. Cheer up a bit. At least I made the effort, you know, going to London in the first place. You know, that's a big step. It was like a 4-hour journey, so And then it was like 2 hours to get to Wembley from South London. I stayed in a hostel, yeah, you know, with like bunk beds, you know, with random people in the bunk beds. And there was this fat bitch, you know, in one of the bunk beds, and she was like laying on the fucking bed eating chocolate, you know, and her fat stomach was just hanging out. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Body positivity, that's what they're trying to push now, aren't they? They're trying to put these fat bitches on the front of these magazines. What's the goal behind that? What are the elite trying to accomplish with that kind of thing? Trying to promote these fat bastards. What do you think? I've heard Andrew Tate talking about it, and he says they do it to try and like encourage other women to become fat bastards, you know, so that they struggle to find a man of value, you know, to keep people separated, because we don't want to get with a fat bitch. So the more fat pigs there are on the fucking planet, you know, the more we'll stay separated, you know. We won't want to fucking go out and meet up with women because they're all fat bastards. Or they're trying to encourage obesity, you know, and encourage people to be unhealthy, you know, and just slobs and just die out young, you know, to control the population. I don't want to get too deep, man, but could be a bit of truth to it. Could be a bit of truth. Please, can you tell us stories about Ozzy Ahmed? You know me, I think I'm too honest to my own good, you know. I told Ozzy Ahmed that his fucking breath stinks. And some people say, oh, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But I think that's so stupid, and it's such a stupid thing to say. So dumb. But yeah, me and Boxing King Media, we're going to do a little video, you know, of me and Ozzy Ahmed. Me and Ozzy Ahmed are going to have a little body spa. And he's going to record it, this Boxing King Media. And, shall I watch a video? Try and fucking...
Would you agree that men are socialized to be gentlemen that protect and provide for women?
No. That's comical. Definitely not. That's funny.
Maybe half of them.
I agree that men are supposed to be the ones that protect a woman. That's what they're socialized to be. I thought you said socialized.
Socialized to be gentlemen, I do not think so anymore. I do think that there is still a pressure to protect and provide, but I think that we've lost a little bit of the gentleman manners and courtship along the way.
Are there some men who go as far as putting women up on pedestals?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to find them.
They're hard to find, though. Let me just say it.
From my personal opinion, the girl needs to be treated like a princess, you know.
Why do so many men think women were put on this earth to serve them, cook, clean, and pump out babies?
From a biblical standpoint of what we were taught, like growing up, and what we've seen from the generations that raised us.
Maybe because like they think like girls needs to stay in the kitchen and help the man when the man needs to go and, like to work and make money. You know, it's not fair, but
having children and growing the population was very necessary for survival, and it was kind of made like a routine for women to stay at home and raise the children while men did very dangerous jobs and went to war and things of that nature.
And they think that women are not strong enough to hold such power like them. So they're like, you know, you're like my sidekick, but I'm the main man in the...
You know, these buildings were built by men. You know, these skyscrapers, these fucking buildings. You never see like a woman scaffolder, do you? You never see it, do you? So like men kind of built the world, man. These women talk about women rule the world and run the world. They don't run shit, you know, men. Have you ever seen a woman scaffolder before? Or builder? Or like a woman cleaning the sewer? They don't want to do it, do they? So, I don't know why these fucking stupid women keep talking about
the house.
Household leader, the head of the house, which does not mean to be dogmatic, strong, and the one that rules everything, even though he is the high priest of his house. He is supposed to do it in fairness. He is to listen to his wife and her opinions, because she sees from all angles. He only sees from a few angles.
The man will just go work and the woman's staying at home taking care of the kids is kind of a dated mindset now.
Now let's flip that. Why do so many women think men were put on this earth to serve them, risk their lives, open doors, and pay for stuff?
Perhaps some women deserve to have those things.
Why do women just deserve that?
Because that's just how life happened. Women were born to be the ones that men take care of, men provide for, men treat with chivalry and respect, and that just doesn't happen anymore.
The man does not have to hold a child in their stomach for like 9 months and go through that pain and that body change.
And also, in a lot of places, men still get paid a lot more than women. So for the amount of work that women put out.
I'll give you an example of like men take on dangerous jobs like building these skyscrapers, you know, climbing up that high to fucking build a building. You never see women scaffolders or builders. Men clean sewers, you know what I mean? Men fight in wars. The majority of men are in the army, you know what I mean? So what did she say? This woman's chatting bullshit, man. I can't remember what she said.
And also, in a lot of places, men still get paid a lot more than women.
Yeah,
so for the amount of work.
So obviously, if you're going to risk your life, building that building, you should get paid more, innit? Cleaning sewers and shit. You never see women like this doing that kind of thing. So men should get paid more, innit? Women don't want to go into those kind of sewage jobs or scaffolding jobs, you know, to build the fucking world that we live in. So this woman's being stupid, man.
That women put out, it's equivalent to men, but they're getting paid less. So
you're not fucking
why
doing
should
the same as
dinner?
men.
You know?
Fucking
I mean, does a woman provide children for every man she dates?
No.
So then why does a man have to provide all those things for every woman that he dates? I mean, until a woman is having your kids, why do you owe her anything?
The purpose of dating is marriage. I mean, some people will think otherwise, but for me, I think the purpose of dating is marriage. That's the goal.
So why do women often expect husband duties without giving wife benefits?
That's a good question. Like, that is a good question. I agree with you, because how can you expect to be a wife and you treat them like they're nothing?
Do you know what it is like? These women, if I went on a date with this fucking woman here, she'd expect me to pay, innit? But, you know, if I said to her, like, make me a sandwich, she'd be fucking all emotional. She'll be triggered and in her feelings. You know, because feminism's got into her fucking brain and told her that making a sandwich for a man, you know, he's sexist and it's this and that. It's just the world we live in now, isn't it?
For me, whenever I date somebody, I show that and I cook for them and I take care of them because I want them to understand I have really strong feelings for you.
I mean, how does that equate to equality of the sexes?
I'm gonna be honest, I think marriage nowadays is like a contract. It's like, I provide this, you provide that. If, you know, you have a kid for me or whatever, you know. I mean,
hasn't marriage always been a contract?
Not necessarily.
With God. Under God.
If you happen to go by the Bible, Eve was considered to be a helpmate. So if anyone was put here to serve, wouldn't it be women?
Sure, if you went by the Bible, I suppose that would be true.
She don't believe in the Bible, man. She's got like a triangle on her forehead, and the Bible says you're not allowed tattoos, man. So you're asking the wrong woman, man. She ain't got a fucking clue about the Bible. She's got like a devil pyramid on her forehead. She's a devil worshipper, man.
Bible says that in the beginning they were
She's the
co-equals and
Antichrist.
co-heirs. And he says, like, that's in Genesis. It says that they were supposed to be one and working together. And so people mistake that nowadays.
Why should men serve women if women don't want to consider serving men?
That's a good question.
Goes back to the sandwich.
Honestly, how can you expect someone to treat you like a king and you treat them like a peasant?
Why should men serve women if women aren't trying to serve men?
Right, today you have independent women who don't want to serve men, so why should men still consider serving women? Or still be expected to serve women?
I think it also has to do with like us being on a pedestal at the same time, because we think that's what we're supposed to have, and when guys put us up there, we kind of think they expect it.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is what I mean. This is why you're not supposed to fucking pedestalize women, innit? Because they get arrogant and they get an ego and they think they're better than they are. Yeah? You know, you simps. How many of you subscribe to that Hall Phelps' OnlyFans?
So do you think it's true that women expect preferential treatment from men while men are taught to give preferential treatment to women?
Yeah.
So if that's true, why are so many women complaining about how hard it is to be a woman in our society?
I feel like it's hard in other ways, but not in that type of way, relationship-wise. I just feel like sometimes I feel like being respected and like being seen more as like an object than a person.
So why do you think women want equality in everything except for dating?
Because they want to continue to be spoiled. They want to have it their way. Like, it's kind of like their world and you're living in it.
Do you think men have yet to be liberated from their servitude to women?
I feel like yes. Like I said before, everything's changing. I feel like men are starting to learn that they also deserve things as well.
It's because of Andrew
so
Tate,
I feel like
isn't
everything's changing, and men are learning their worth as well. So I feel like it's
beautiful.
Definitely,
That part's beautiful.
Just how our society is set up. You know, our society.
Well, if men were the ones who set up society and created a patriarchy, why would men be held more responsible than women?
They built these fucking buildings, man. Look at these
How does
nice
that benefit
buildings.
us?
Look at that.
Whew.
This guy's a good interview.
I would say, geez, it really doesn't now, does it?
Obviously, your point of view is clear. You're like, men have always had to step it up, and why do women? Rah, 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 rah. I mean, we're such a multifaceted population. The human condition is different depending on where you live, what kind of money you make. If you're a woman who grew up uneducated and all she can do is be a mother, then yes, she needs a man who can provide for her. But if you're a modern woman and you grew up in a place where you can be educated, then you don't need a man
She'll
to
die
pay for
alone.
the first date, unless he wants to. A lot of men love to. But I'm happy to split it.
No, that's not true, you know. That's women say that. I've fucking. They say they will split it, but even though they do pay off, they kind of resent it. You can tell. I can tell, like, when a fucking woman's like, when I've been on a date with a woman and she's like paid off, I can tell that she's like in her feelings about it. They'll do it, but they don't want to do it.
They say, oh, feminism, like, girls
They
are
hold a
equal
grudge,
to
man.
guys, blah, 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 but at the end, they're not, you know.
So why are women these days so mangry?
Mangry?
Mangry.
You gotta describe mangry to me, man. Like,
what is hangry?
Hangry, like hungry, angry. So you mean like mad and
You're angry at men, man. It's just
That's
obvious.
what mangry means.
It's common sense.
Mangry.
Wow,
Oh,
that's a new
one. But
This
it
guy's
makes
spitting
sense.
balls.
It's because men suck. We just have higher standards.
Well, if hangry means food angry, then doesn't mangry mean what?
Man angry.
Yes.
Yeah. So why are women man angry with men? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Why do women wake up and just mad every day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just mad with life for no reason.
Programming that we have on social media with all these women that are very upset when we are supposed to be working together. So that's what I believe.
Yeah, and I just believe like generations change, so it's like women are becoming more dominant, and it comes off as maybe mangry, but we're really just we're learning that we can also be workers and also provide as well. So I just feel like it's just changing. Everything's just changing.
But I think a modern man, as we evolve as a society, would want a woman who can also bring in money. Because if you're both bringing in money, you can afford places like Vegas and spend it all and have a good time. Why have a woman who's just there to serve you, and she's not a full person? She's not going to be as fun to be around.
Is there a female version of chivalry?
Yes, but not like chivalry. It's more like just submitting. That our chivalry is submitting. So
Right, but doesn't a man kind of like be chivalrous before the woman's going to submit?
yes, absolutely.
So then,
some do. Yes.
why does the man always have to be the first one to give? Would you consider chivalry to be a female privilege?
No.
Is there a female version of chivalry?
Well, we do everything all the time anyway. Like, we literally do everything.
I was going to say, like, maybe sexually.
Aren't men expected to be chivalrous in platonic relationships while women are expected to be chivalrous in intimate relationships?
He knew where we were going with that.
Yeah.
So aren't men expected to be chivalrous on a grander scale?
That's an interesting question. It's complicated.
Would you consider chivalry to be a female privilege?
I guess in the way it's defined, yeah.
So is chivalry sexist?
Yes, it is. But it's like one of those rare exceptions where it's like not a negative form of sexism, I guess you could say.
Well,
it's kind of weird.
Wouldn't that mean that women are okay with sexism only when it benefits them?
Yeah, they're hypocrites.
Some women, yes.
Double standards.
Okay, so then why are women surprised that there are men out there who don't trust or respect women when there are women who say they want equality but only complain about the double standards that don't benefit them?
Well, I think that no one's perfect. There are a lot of women out there that can be selfish.
I was raised by women, and I would say there's been a lot of things that women had to go through that that isn't right.
Aren't there a lot of things that men had to do, like being sacrificed in wars?
Yes.
This guy's saying that women have had a hard time in the past, so therefore they should benefit now. But that's like, it's like this affirmative action shit, where they give like a black man a job that he don't really deserve. He's not really qualified, but because he's black and his fucking ancestors were slaves back in the day, they're rewarding these black men of today with a job they don't even deserve just because they're black. It's fucking stupid, man.
Yes.
I mean, you ever heard the expression ladies first? Didn't women always have special privileges that men didn't?
This is true. This is true.
I think there's a lot of sexism in a past time, but there was also a lot of great things in the old-fashioned way. I think men did have a lot of respect for women and treated them well. They also did not see them as equals in the same regard. So I think you always know the difference between being sexist and minimizing a woman, and
there's a lot of times where women have been underappreciated, but to specifically answer your question, I would say, yeah, like you're pretty on the nose, actually. I hate to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of it. Let me just look at some of these comments before I wrap it up. Yeah. Yes, Jones, thanks for the £2, yeah? Tying check news, Israel has attacked Iran, major wars. Bro, it's too deep, man. It's too deep. I think about this stuff, like, off camera. But, to, like, get into it on here, it's a bit risky, innit? I don't want to sound like a little bitch, but... Oh. See that? This guy said, would you ever go coach? See, that's not a good question, is it? But this one here, it's a good question. This guy asked me about Iran. Have you ever had an enema? Yeah, enema. I had my fucking arse tampered with. Because I thought I had bowel cancer. I got a little pain, in my bowels. And I get it when I eat crisps for for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're sharp, some of them. But yeah, I had enema. You know Cesaro when he said to Dillian White, you know those little pills that you take and you go to the toilet and it goes through you. That's how I'm going to go through that man. You know, and Dillian was looking at him like, what the fuck are you on about, man? Dillian said, that's a weird analogy. I was quite impressed with Dillian knowing what an analogy is. Dillian White analogy.
How'd you beat this man?
Oh, it's like this, man. Have you ever taken those pills, the laxative pills? You know, the ones you take, you pop, and you wait for 20 minutes, you go to the toilet, and they go through you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go through this man.
It's a bit of a weird analogy.
Everybody knew exactly what I was talking about. I'm gonna go through this guy.
How'd you beat this man?
Oh, it's like this, man. Have you ever taken those pills, the laxative pills? You know, the ones you take, you pop, and you wait for 20 minutes, you go to the toilet, and they go through you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go through this man.
It's a bit of a weird analogy.
Everybody knew exactly what I was talking about.
This guy's conda living, this guy has, man. He's fucking conda living. That's why I should have stuck at boxing, man. I could have done all this shit talking about going through men. This guy's made some serious cash. You know, if I'm losing 12 fights, I've lost about 11 fights. I should have stuck with it. You know, and drop some bars like Cesaro. You know those little pills that you take and, you know, 20 minutes later, you go to the toilet because they go through you. That's how I'm going to go through that man. That's a good bar, that is. I could have fucking... Yo, chat, I'm going to wrap it up, you know. I've had a good time, man. It's good to be back. You know, baby thing, I watched his interview today, and his throat seems a bit fucked up, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Since his son got murdered, you know, he seems to be a bit off, you know, with his vocal cords. Have you noticed? I don't know how observant you lot are, but I've noticed, man. I don't know, he's not fully firing like he was back in the day.
Time you go home, how much you got? This is a man, he's a donkey that's been ridden till his back's broken. His spirit is broken. He's only hanging on for the last few paydays in boxing now. That's all it is. He's broken. He's a broken man.
I ain't got a clue, man. You got to pay 250 grand, man.
For what?
For AJ's fight.
You're an idiot.
And AJ walked away with 3 million.
You're an idiot.
Who's the idiot?
You're an idiot.
Who's the idiot?
You're an idiot. I got
Who's the
250 grand.
Who's the donkey?
You look
Who
like
is
it now.
the donkey
you
now?
Look like one now?
Who is the donkey
you look like
now?
One now? Trust me, I got
You're
more than that.
a goat.
I got more than
so
that.
you want me to put it on you?
Nah.
I'll put it on you.
Bro, that's mad.
I'll put it on you, pussy. I'll put it on you, pussy.
Get off me, Amy. Johnny Nelson.
Easy.
What are you gonna do? Let go.
Dylan. Take it out. Push, come on, out, and we out.
Johnny Nelson, scream.
Time you go home, how much you got? This is a man, he's a donkey that's been ridden till his back's broken. His spirit is broken. He's only hanging on for the last few paydays in boxing now. That's all it is. He's broken. He's a broken man.
I ain't got a clue, man.
paid?
You got to pay 250 grand.
For what?
For AJ's fight.
You're an idiot.
And AJ walked away with 3 million.
You're an idiot.
Who's the idiot?
You're an idiot.
Who's the idiot?
You're an idiot. I got
Who's the
250
donkey?
grand.
Who's the donkey?
You look
Who
like
is
it now.
the donkey
you
now?
look like one now.
Who is the donkey
you look like
now?
One now? Trust me, I got
You're
more than
a
that.
goat.
I got
Yeah.
more than
So
that.
you want me to put it on you?
Oh no, that's a limit. That's a piss
I'll put it on you, pussy.
Easy.
I'll put it on you.
Easy. Well, easy. Easy. Easy.
What are you gonna do?
Let go.
Let go.
Dylan. Take it out. Take it out. Push. Come on. Out. Let me out.
That's what keeps me in boxing. And keep those kind of things there, man. It's... Oh, copyright, you fucking... YouTube's telling me there's a bit of copyright infringement going on, but you know what I've learned from YouTube? You know, when I get done for copyright, I can just like basically click a button, yeah, and cut the bit out. You know, that's copyrighted. You know, so they don't like take down the whole live. So it's good, man. They shut my live down the other day. What for? What was you doing? But yeah, chucking water in Dillian White's face, it's a bit of a risk, isn't it? I think in the streets he'll fuck up Cesaro, you know, with his little MMA background. There's talks of him fighting that Francis Ngannou. You know, Francis Ngannou in boxing, I don't think he'll do that good, you know. His feet are slow. He's a bit ponderous. He's like a sluggish guy. But you know that Julius Francis, yeah? I mean, Francis Ngannou. He's probably the best fighter in the world, isn't it? Because he's like the heavyweight, you know, UFC champion. So he's probably like the best, you know, the best fighter in the world. That's mad, isn't it? He's the best fighter in the world, man. Because like UFC is the closest thing to real fighting. So if he's the heavyweight world champion, it means that he can fuck up most men or all men. If you know what I mean. That's a good little thing to have, isn't it? That ability. Oh, come on, man. R.I.P. Bruce Lee. I love Bruce Lee's film, but how good was he really in the streets? You know, against Ngannou. What does he do? He don't do shit, man. He don't do anything.
Now some interesting news for you from elsewhere.
Let me turn the sound off. Is that the gale? Let's turn the sound up.
Listen, what's the reaction to the prize fight then? To be honest, Harrison's the biggest bum inside boxing. And my reaction to David Price and Frank Maloney calling me out that midget, yeah? I'll fight David Price any day of the week. You see you plumber from Liverpool, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Okay, all right. Thanks Tyson. We're live on Channel 5. All right, go on, one more.
Also, you're going to need 10 plumbers to do you when I've got finished with you. Also, you are getting it, for sure. Call me out, call me any names, and you are getting it. And you know your gay lover, Tony Bellew, I'll fight him in
Okay, all right,
between
thanks.
rounds.
Thanks, Tyson, okay.
It got a bit homophobic, didn't it? So the guy started panicking, man.
Now some interesting news for you from...
To be honest, Harrison's the biggest bum inside boxing. And my reaction to David Price and Frank Maloney calling me out that midget, yeah? I'll fight David Price any day of the week. You see you plumber from Liverpool, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
Okay, all right. Thanks Tyson. We're live on Channel 5. All right, go on, one more.
Also, you're going to need 10 plumbers to do you when I've got finished with you. Also, you are getting it, for sure. Call me out, call me any names, and you are getting it. And you know your gay lover, Tony Bellew, I'll fight him in
Okay, all right,
between
thanks.
rounds.
Thanks, Tyson, okay.
How many people's watching this now? Let me see how many people are watching. It's still fucking over 500 people. I think it's the same people all the time, isn't it? Same people, man. Yes, Jacob, thanks for the 79 pence. Fucking tight bastard. Shed, you gave me 4 quid. Thanks for that. Was Bruce Lee first tonight? Nah, I don't know what's happened to him, man. I don't know. Whatever. Up the likes, come on people. I never ask you to like the video, do I? I'm not really that kind of guy who's like, yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, hit the like button. Smash the like button. It's not me, is it? It's not my kind of thing, man. If you want to like the video, like it. If you don't, it don't matter. Who won out of David Price and Audley Harrison? They're both sort of like... R.I.P. Hex Toys will be sadly missed, I know. I think he's got some kind of little crypto thing going on. Yeah. These are the guys I need to be networking with. They say if you're around 5 idiots, you'll become the 6th idiot. If you're around 5 millionaires, you become the 6th millionaire. And this Hex Toys has been sending me like... Just go to 2 hours. 2 hours is enough. Ever sniff your mum's knickers? No, I didn't do that. I remember when I was a kid, I was about 13 and my mum pissed me off. I can't remember what she did, but she pissed me off, yeah. So I went into her bedroom and I spat on her bed. You know what I mean? You know them little immature moves. I spat on her bed, but it's like, what's the point of that? Like, it's not gonna. She's not gonna know. She wasn't in the bed at the time. She was out of the house. And I spat on her fucking bed. You know, because she pissed me off. But she's not going to know, is she? How would she know? It's not like it was like phlegm. It was just like... It was like clear saliva, you know, on her bed. And it's just stupid. Because it's not going to affect her, is it? She's not going to know. It's like when I used to work in a factory. And I used to stand at this conveyor belt, yeah. And there was like loads of bread, you know, whizzing by. And you know the bread that was upside down? It was like a cob or a bap, whatever you call it. You know the ones that were upside down? I had to like turn them the right way round. You know all this bread whizzing by, baps. And I had to turn them upside down, but there was loads of them in it, so I was like sweating. And like bits of sweat was like dripping on the fucking baps. And I thought, this is disgusting, man. You know my sweat is like dripping on these fucking baps. Or cobs, or whatever you call them. Bread cakes. But the people eating them, they're not going to know, are they? So it don't really matter. trying to get to fucking 2 hours and then I'm gonna call it a day, man. Bro, she had you in her vag, therefore victory mum. What do you mean by that? Like, you know, women when they're giving birth to kids and they fucking force the kids out. I was reading about it on the internet. You know, when women are on their back with their legs open and their big stomach and they force out a kid, they normally have a shit. You know, the women, they accidentally like force out some shit as well. I was reading about it on the internet. Do you poop while giving birth? You might. It doesn't happen to 100% of people, but it is something you should expect. And it's really not an issue. Of course it is. It's a fucking big issue, man. Your nurse has seen it time and time again and will be there to help quickly clean up without bringing attention to the shit. Nah, come on, man. How common is pooping during childbirth? It's very, very common. So she's shitting while she's pushing out a kid. It's disgusting. Both the fear of pooping and the actual pooping during labour and birth, often during pushing, are commonplace. Most expectant parents fear this, and most labouring parents experience it. See what I mean? Is your mum a boss bitch type? Nah, she's down and out, man. She's suicidal. She's depressed. She's just sick of being stuck in a shit job at the age of 60. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to break the mold. I'm trying to break the cycle. That's why I do these lives. You know, to try and not end up like my mum, 60 years old in a shit job, getting paid peanuts, depressed. Five minutes. Get your questions in. It might save the baby banging its head on the ground. Or because there's a bit of shit like this. Oh, it's disgusting, man. If you had a son, what would you name him? I'd probably call him Jermaine. Call him Jermaine. I want to buy a little kitten. I love cats, innit? So I want to buy a kitten and I'm going to call him Kruger. I was thinking about it the other day. Stay, bro. We got loads of questions. Did the fat girl at the hostel give off body positivity vibes? She was a fat fucking piece of shit, man. Laying on the bed eating chocolate with her stomach hanging out. I had to have a go at this guy, you know, who was in the bunk bed below me because he was like listening to stand-up comedy, you know, on his phone at 4 in the morning. And I had a go at him. I said, Fucking put your fucking headphones on, man. What are you doing? Can't you see there's like 15 people in here trying to sleep? I had a go at him, innit? Be honest, in your current fitness state, would you beat KSI right now? I mean, can you still do the rounds easy? I don't know. I genuinely haven't got a clue. I ain't trained properly for ages. I was really looking forward to having a workout, man, in London, but there was like a little MMA class going on, so I wasn't allowed to train. But I think next time I'm going to go to that Miguel's, in South London, where Baby Ting trains fighters. He said he's got a class from like 2 p.m. till 4 p.m, so I might go to that. But I don't know if he's a bit upset with me, because like I didn't send him a condolence message, when his son died. It's hard to know what to say though, isn't it? Sorry for your loss. How many people would have sent him that, in the boxing community? Sometimes you want to just grieve, don't you? In peace. You don't want people fucking having to reply to all this shit. That's why I like these lives, because I can reply to your messages. But when you message me on Instagram asking me questions, it's just long. Is Elephant Man your favourite freak? You see what I mean? You see that kind of shit? Did you ever like that guy who he raped a couple of women in Scotland, and then when he was going to get locked up, he conveniently identified as a woman, so he could get put in a women's prison? That's a good tactic. Right, 1 minute, yeah. See what I mean? What kind of shit is this? See what I mean? I don't reply to you people, when you just chat. I don't mind on here, it's not as bad, but on the gram, in the direct messages, what bank are you with? It's just not a good question, man. We'll give you a tenner if you stay on. Give me a tenner then, and I might extend it. You've got about a minute, to make the donation. Otherwise I'm going to get out of here and go to town. What age did you first get laid? 17. It was a horrible experience as well. I was so nervous back then, sexually. Really fucking nervous. Shivering like a little hoe. Shaking when I'm undoing my zip. And the woman was sat there she was sat next to me on my mum's settee, and I was shivering, undoing my zip, and she could sense the pussy in me. Yeah, this is getting dumb, you know. Yeah, my stomach rumbling. All I've had to eat today, yeah, it's like nearly 2 in the morning. I've had a bowl of Frosties, yeah, and 3 slices of toast, you know, with Nutella on it. With a grape Greta Thunberg. Thunberg. This is the woman who tried to bring Andrew Tate down. You know, this fucking woman. She's got autism, innit? She looks old, but she looks young as well, if you know what I mean. She's chatting about global warming and all that shit. There's like a sexual element to her, isn't there? There's like I don't know. She's complaining about global warming and all that. Do you care about all that? I don't care. Do you know what I mean, though? There's like a little sexual element to this woman, isn't there? She looks old, but she looks young as well, if you know what I mean. I like her little ponytail though, if I'm being honest. It's alright, isn't it? So what did you say? Would I grape that woman there? It's hard to say on camera, innit? I'm trying to be clean, man. I'm trying to keep it nice and clean. You know, she got locked in a cell with Andrew Tate. That's enough. That's enough. We'll wrap it up, man. Just call it a day and it's going nowhere. It's going nowhere, man. The super chats are dead. She's not 15, man. She's about 23. What are you fucking trying to make up bullshit for? Stop trying to fucking incriminate me, man. Just fucking chill out. It's on your mind all the time, innit? Grape. Bro, stop asking me about Emperor Michael, man. It's not relevant. Don't you understand? I'm trying to branch out to a bigger audience. Need to get my subscribers up, man. Try to keep the video clean, nice and ad friendly, but it's not all about the super chats time. What's it about? What's it about? Should I have a look at some silly TikToks? See what I mean? There's no talent here at all, man.
Give me the menu. Gimme.
Oh, got your clit. Want it back? Come pop your pussy at your local Lexus dealership for the Lexus December trip.
I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live. My mom said to me, you know, sweetheart, one day you should settle down and marry a rich man. And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
You're so sexy. I want to eat you.
I'm the boogeyman, hooga booga, what's up?
There's no talent here, man. There's nothing. It's just nothing, man. Enter the Dragon. That's what you call entertainment and fucking...
Me. Got another shorty, she ain't nothing like me. Yeah, gotta catch another fight. The apple bottom make him wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I'm the bad guy.
Say that again, I liked it.
I'm the
I get millions of likes for this kind of shit.
Oh, come on. I'm not playing any games with you, am I?
Not any that I know of.
You seem so nervous.
Yo, chat, I'm done, you know. I'm done with this bullshit, man. I'm done with it, man. I've had enough of it. I know what you mean, man. I know what you mean. Sometimes I wonder what it was like, you know, back in the caveman days. You know, when you can just do anything and there's no fucking police hanging around or cameras or any of that shit. I wonder what kind of life it was like. You could just go around and do whatever. Just walk around with your dick out, innit? There's no cameras, you know, to pick it up as evidence. I'm not promoting it, I'm just saying, like, I'm just interested in history. We've got the same DNA as Genghis Khan. You know, those warriors who went to countries and or different islands and just killed the men, killed the kids, got rid of them. You know, and just impregnated the fucking women. We've got it in us, man. But yeah, don't do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go out, you know. Just gonna have a quick kiss and then I'm gonna fuck off. Might get an Uber. I got paid £700 yesterday. It's what they owed me from the factory, so... Yeah, ring a taxi, man, because this is dead. It's going nowhere, man. You know, before I go, this guy keeps asking me to look at Sonny Edwards' baby mama. So I'll have a quick look at her, see what she looks like. What's this shit here? Breaking news. Chris Eubank Jr.'s promotional team are considering an appeal to the boxing board over an alleged elbow from Liam Smith. Let's have a look at that. That's it there. But he's still up, innit? That's the fucking shot that finished him, man. It's nothing to do with the elbow. Just take the L, man. Look at that. It's a good victory. Show it again, man. Fuck this guy. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. So there's a little left uppercut there. Yeah, throws a right. He catches him with that as well. Misses with the left hook. Yeah. Little body shot. Yeah. Nothing. That's nothing. Nothing at all. He's still up. Bam. Nice. Finished. His eyes are fucking in orbit. It's the uppercut. Stop talking about that elbow. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck off, you know. Let's read a few more comments. Copyright again. Would you grape your cousin, the one you fancy? Bro, you're getting too deep, man.
Bundle call. Thank you for calling Excel Taxis. Excel.
No, I can't give him my address, can I? On the live. Oh, fucking hell. Normally goes through to like answer machine, you know, I just like... Someone just said I can unmute myself. That's a good idea, actually. Let me try that.
Thank you for calling Excel Taxis.
I'm gonna wrap it up, you know. I need to ring this taxi in it. Hello, can I have a taxi, please? You fucking slag. Right. See you later, yeah? Thanks for the super chats and the fucking comments. It's been alright. It's been a bit below average, I think, but I don't know. I've enjoyed it a little bit. But I'm gonna fucking wrap it up, yeah? See you later, everybody.